When did you learn that you were colorblind?
Looking at my brother being the quote-unquote shield in front of me with all of the stuff he's experiencing as the older brother and still coming out of it okay and being...
All right, hot seat. Oh, today's hot seat episode is Justin.
They actually set the seat on fire.
Oh.
It's hot.
It's like the most boringest question.
What's your favorite color?
Blue and purple.
Blue and purple because you can't see.
Are you colorblind?
I'm
Wait, which
colorblind
colors
with
can
blue
you
and
see?
purple.
But it's your favorite color? No,
Oh.
and yellow, I think. You have like something with green.
Yeah, it's like kind of like in the spectrum. So like that, the cape, that blue is
Yeah.
like maybe a little bit darker. I wouldn't be able to tell if it's blue or purple.
Oh.
Like hair, not too sure. Not.
When did you learn that you were colorblind?
I think doctor's appointment. Yeah, it's really funny when I play that that game oh, is this a 6 or a 7?
Oh yeah,
I'm
like the
there's
bubbles.
nothing there.
Oh, no, the colorblind test.
It's just a circle!
It's just a
I don't understand why you
circle.
guys are freaking
Yeah.
out over this.
Like, I didn't even know there were colors in this.
I think it came from my grandpa.
Oh,
Yes, or my mom.
That's
Got
wild.
it from your grandpa.
I didn't know that.
From your
That's
grandpa.
crazy.
Yeah, don't ask me for colors.
Wow.
I'm only gonna ask you for colors now.
Have you ever seen the Rubik's Cube that is just shades of gray?
Fucked. Yeah. But I can get no, it's not that great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I know what your gag gift is for.
I'm gonna get you an all-white puzzle.
No, just paint swatches.
It's all purple. it's not even like, this is all different colors. Like, oh no, it's serious. It's all, we're just gaslighting him the whole time.
I'm gonna get you a puzzle
all-
that's just one color.
They're only the colors that he can't see, but like it's actually just like gray. It's actually just all gray, same shade, and we're like, yeah, it's 3 different
No,
colors.
it's 3 different colors.
I gave him a blue basket.
I have a question.
Because I knew he wouldn't be
Yes.
able to see.
For being a nurse, is that your goal or your parents' goal?
Parents' goal for sure.
Okay.
Parents' goal for sure.
So what's your goal?
That's okay.
They know. They know. It's very much a cushion goal.
What is-
Yeah.
What is your goal?
Yeah, what is the goal?
That's a very Filipino thing to say.
Like
Goal?
Yeah.
Goal.
What's your
I've always been like the type of guy to go with the flow with my life.
Mhm.
You know, I never had anything planned. That's probably why they forced me to nursing, because they were like, this guy doesn't really want to doesn't have huge aspirational life. He just want to live life as it is. You know, so that's why probably they put me into nursing. But as far as like big goal, I don't know. I just want to be surrounded by people that I care about, have good memories, things to tell my kids and pass on generations, lessons
Yeah,
that
I
I've
have 3
learned.
kids.
You know, that's all I really do care about.
How many kids do you want?
Whatever the spouse wants, because it's her body.
That's a great answer.
Realistically, yeah, yeah. I don't know. My part's kind of easy.
Okay, anyway.
That was beautiful.
At least the beginning part, the taking care of the baby. You know.
Yeah.
Still fight. Yeah.
The donation.
I'm a dummy.
How'd you get into learning like b-boy moves?
So in my studio, I first started with like hip hop and stuff. First karate, then hip hop, because that's always how somehow it happens.
It's like the
Yeah.
the natural
Pipeline,
flow,
though.
the pipeline, the pipeline.
But
Martial arts
I was
is it,
always
yeah.
trained to be like, hey, you should know everything about dance and movement because it all correlates into something. And if some choreographer, celebrity, somebody says, hey, I want this, be that one guy to be like, you want it? All right, I could pull it out. And so they did so my director hired a YMCA coach that taught breaking, basically.
Okay.
And it was like, all right, have fun. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how I
And then
get
you
it.
went, and then you're like this.
Not like that.
This is sign language for breakdancing.
Oh,
Oh.
you were like,
Fell.
it is.
But surprisingly, I was the only one in my class that liked it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the only because everyone was like, "Oh, it hurts." I'm like, "Yeah, it's kind of fun." I saw Quest Crew do some of this stuff, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quest Crew.
But yeah, I first got introduced by just like taking class from it. That's why it's super weird. I have a totally different perspective on like quote unquote dance culture in like b-boy culture. Because I was just taught growing up from like, all right, this is the bass dance, this is what I think. So
So you started with hip hop and then got into technique, or
yes.
Okay.
So how they corralled me into it was like, all right, first it was just somehow I got into a competition team for not knowing how to dance, but it was a small studio, so they just wanted to take anyone that they could get. And then once it became like a studio, then they're like, oh, you want to take hip hop? Oh, the requirements for the competition team, which I was already in, was now you need to take a jazz class and a tap class, and since you're already doing it, you might as well take a ballet class. Oh, you haven't
Take
taken
all of
tap-
them.
You haven't taken tap yet? Oh, okay, take a tap class. Look, you reached maximum 8 classes to take, so you're unlimited, so you don't have to pay anymore. So just take all the classes.
That's a good upsell.
That's
Yeah.
a crazy upsell.
Crazy upsell.
Great
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So
That-
I'm
that-
hearing that, as an adolescent, you're taking all these classes. So were your parents very like supportive of this, and on top of like your education? Like, what was their perspective?
So I sucked as a student, and every single time they would threaten dance from me. That's how I got my grades up.
So they would threaten like to
Go ahead.
Pull you out of dance.
pull you out or put you in more.
No, pull me out. Pull me out, pull
Okay,
me
I was
out.
like,
And-
you better. I'm gonna put you in 3 more ballet classes.
That is
This
the
is how
complete
this
opposite.
works.
That is the complete opposite. But they knew that again, I'm very familial. I'm very people kind of person. I knew that I cared about the people around me so much that I still wanted to dance with them. So then I had to get good grades.
Right.
Did I still get good grades?
You got good
really.
enough.
Good enough.
I'm a nurse now. but
That's
But-
a lot.
Yeah.
Degree,
but like they knew that I had that much love for dance and the culture that they pushed me on to like do bigger things.
Is there a style that you want to grow in more specifically?
Gosh. No. Because my perspective on dance is so like skewed from the way I was taught that it just all becomes movement, but each movement has a different foundation. But within those foundations, there's different teachers.
Yeah.
And that's just how my mind compartmentalized
Compartmentalize.
that word. And it's just like
Carpet.
that I just think of all of it as me looking at a movement, trying to replicate it to the best that I can. So I don't really have that much of a style. That's why whenever I dance or freestyle, I just like, I don't know. my mind just leaks. And it's just like, that's what it is. It's weird, but okay. So I don't have a particular kind of thing.
What was the moment you realized you liked Mel?
The moment I
did want to know that, so thank you.
So,
Follow up.
okay,
already
follow up.
blushing, I guess.
Has to be after her video, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Go,
least
go
I'm
watch
out of
that
order.
one.
Yeah, go watch that one.
Watch this in order.
So in high school, yes, I was like the, I guess, popular kid, and I was like the center attention. I was always either back center, front center, or doing weird flippy stuff on the sides. They're like, oh wow, Justin. People knew my name, I guess, but
Sorry.
but I noticed after high school,
Mel's sweating.
nothing. I was just at Pierce College simply because I didn't want to pay for, in my head, because I sucked at school. Upper 4-year colleges are a scam in my head because they teach the same thing as community college. And if I really do want to get that higher education, Harvard classes are online. And if I just want to learn by myself, and I'm that motivated to do it, I just look it up.
Google it.
But I digress. The only person that stayed in my life was Mel. And I noticed
sweating.
I am
Simp.
again, to circle back to my origin, that's all I cared about was people. You know? And the moment that like huge egotistical high school just said, oh, everyone knows me. And then no one knows me besides this one person in my life that truly did care for me, didn't know no matter how many girlfriends I had of her friends and stuff. This is what made me love her.
Aww.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, what a ride or
Dude,
die.
it's giving what's that one movie? Or it's just giving like teen romance movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I'm super corny and cheesy.
I'm corny too.
Yeah.
that's why it works out.
That's
That's
why-
why ever I liked you guys.
Hell yeah.
That's all. I'm your grandpa.
I love Studio Ghibli love.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Very wholesome.
romanticized
Yeah,
fantasy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I knew was.
Who's someone that you look up to?
Someone that I look up to for sure is my brother. My brother is a huge inspiration for me because, you know, I don't want to say this about myself because it's like, ugh, but I'm very perspective on things and situations around me, and looking at my brother being the quote unquote shield in front of me with all of the stuff he's experiencing as the older brother, and still coming out of it okay, and being, you know, like working as hard as he is. Like, you just drove up from San Diego Spillers for this event. My brother does that every single Sunday, and he works night shift in San Diego, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then on Sunday morning, he drives back to here to work on a studio. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, drive back Wednesday. And the thing is, he's lived that life for 8 years. He used to work as an EMT driver while he was forced to go to school, and he slept in our little white minivan. You know, simply because he didn't have time to study. He just, you know, and that work inspires me. That's why when you were giving me gifts, I was like, that felt like kind of wholesome to me, because like, yeah, my brother would do these things, and giving that appreciation to me was like, oh. And of course we weren't there, but it was still like wholesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. During your anniversary weekend, we found out that he had been just coming to rehearsal straight from work, so we got you guys bananas and Celsius.
And then you guys weren't.
And you guys weren't there. Like, oh yeah, it's for us now, I guess.
But no, yeah, that is my like inspiration of just work ethic. Because me, again, very laid back person, doesn't really very flowy, but that makes me want to work hard. Because if he could do it, and with all the stuff he's gone through, I could do it too.
Say it's the older sibling syndrome.
Yeah, and it's the younger one more.
Hey.
That's fair.
It's the older sibling.
How would you rate your love languages?
Ooh.
My love life is definitely quality time.
And you great with siblings, huh?
Yeah. We kiss all the time, Mel. Come on.
So that's physical touch.
I would say 90%.
It's a
of
cute
I'm
little-
wondering what the audience thinks of me at this point. I'm a stripper. I kiss men all the time.
I mean, you are a stripper, mijo.
You're not.
I'm a slut apparently for Dan.
Wait. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
It's true. It's all true. Sorry.
I would definitely say quality time is the top one. I forgot the other four.
See, it's hard to remember, right?
Acts of service, physical touch, gifts, and words of affirmation.
I would say maybe words of affirmation, touch. The other two were
Acts of service, gifts.
And gifts.
maybe acts of service and gifts. I don't really care much for gifts because you're
You gotta
present.
shake your hand. It's the same thing as me.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Shake your hand.
Because for me, in my head,
You guys are
that
twins.
I know. That's why I hate this dude. Kiss him so hard.
God.
It's like looking in a mirror.
God, sometimes it just hurts so good. I mean,
I'm just like a not single version of you.
Let me shake that. Let me shake my hand.
No, through this entire thing, we've still managed to roast fillers.
You know what?
Wow,
This
but-
is that you got paired.
But that's why it was funny because I knew the moment that I saw Spoilers, I was like, I'll vibe with this guy for sure. Like the first few months, but I digress.
I did let him know too when
Yeah.
he first joined. He would be really good friends with.
Yeah, but I digress. Yeah, for me, actual service is cool. Gift giving, I really don't care about because I'd rather give you stuff. I would much rather you spend the money on yourself or you make stuff for yourself for you to enjoy rather than give stuff for me.
Follow-up question. What is your main language for showing love?
Showing love is definitely. I don't know.
Smell.
What is this love?
What do I do?
Well, yeah,
Not the what do
I
I
don't
do?
do anything.
You're like, I'm just here.
I feel
You
like
exist.
for showing love, I think you don't really notice it as the person who's giving it.
Mhm.
You're the person who notices it the more is the one receiving it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what do you think? My question to you. I'm still not.
Dang.
But
So the way for me, it caters to what you feel like the other person. Like if Spiller said that his things were words of affirmation, and I know how he is as a person, his would be I would consistently be giving him words of affirmation.
yeah.
For you, the way you show me, because my weakness in the sort of way is you do acts of service for me. Even though for me it's not like one of my top my love receiving
Languages,
my love languages, because you see how I am and how my life is and how my mentality is. The way for you to show me that you're like caring is acts of service, whether that be helping me with something or I know that you're always trying to figure out something to make me not think as much, so I don't have to worry too much about it.
Spiller's is
feeling very single.
Spiller's face looks like the sad clown.
In the background.
Like you're really good at making that
I don't
face.
know what's worse. You sitting on chips, or does you just call me a clown too?
No, specifically the sad
Focus on the sad part.
Can we just?
Because I'm an older sibling, so I'm used to taking care of someone else.
Yeah.
But it's nice to feel
But
taken
it's
care
feels
of.
taken care of, and
Yeah.
that's what
That
is
is
where your way of showing it is different.
Period.
Yes. I guess I do that.
Good answer. Good answer.
What's your biggest fear?
Being alone.
Ooh, that makes sense with the whole people.
Yeah.
I've been points in my life where I have felt alone, and it scared me, which caused me to think that like I need to be comfortable being alone. So my fear is being alone.
So
You
it's emotionally feeling alone, or is it being alone in a like having your own space?
It's more emotionally feeling alone for sure. You know, like there could be many people around me, but like my head would just be empty, being like I wouldn't necessarily. I would be in the headspace that I wouldn't care on what people talk about, and I wouldn't care about like what people look around me. Not in a way like judgmental or stuff, but like I'm always attentive to them. You know.
I think what you like was from my understanding, at least knowing you.
Yeah.
So, I know I've only known you for a year, but
Yeah.
I feel like you care about when in terms of like you care about the quality of the person, as you said before.
Yeah.
So if you could be in a room with people that are like, oh, they know you, but you'll still feel lonely because you
Yeah.
don't really
Yes.
connect with anyone.
Yeah.
Even though they've known you, even doesn't matter how
Yeah.
5 years, 6 years doesn't matter. But if it's all face value, it doesn't matter. You'd
That-
rather have one person that you know you can be yourself, truly know, and then but it makes sense.
Yeah, that quality of loneliness. Yes, perfect. Thank you.
It's like looking in a mirror. No.
right?
A white mirror.
I kissed me also. Sorry,
For
Slate,
you,
sorry.
what makes a good friend?
What makes a good friend?
Sorry.
I don't know.
Being gay.
Being gay.
Being gay.
Most of them have been gay.
Beautiful.
But what makes a good friend? I wouldn't even say like just someone reliable, someone that you could be like, hey man, I just want to talk about something, and just listen, and I'll tell you if you can put your 2 cents in. And just rant about something, or it could be 10 plus years. The moment 10 plus years I've talked to them, and they hit me up and be like, "Hey, what's up?" and nothing's changed. You know, that's the qualities of a good friend. It's very much a I don't want to say this, but it's very much like also first impression, a vibe. I could definitely tell like I'm a little sketched out of you, a little sketched out from you, but I'll do a trial run in my head. There's definitely like a little like a checks and balances. Like a scale.
He's auditioning everybody.
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7, 8. I like you. It's like, yeah, it's not enough.
I need more face. I need more face.
Yeah.
More from you.
I may be controversial. I don't know. I generally have the opinion of like everyone silently judges people.
Yeah.
Everyone has the first impression, and the first impression is always just what you see and what you like. Of course, it's not the right one all the time, but you still have to be cautious. I still stand by that. But the qualities of a good friend is just loyalty and like just being able to rebound back to where like friendly.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
All right.
sorry. Anyone else have a question?
No, go for it.
Oh,
Go
no.
for it.
All right. That's time.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, and that's it for